Hello guys, so today let's discuss this problem posed by another math enthusiast from a certain group or one of the groups that I joined. So the problem is like this: if a plus b is equal to 7, comma, and a squared plus b squared is equal to 25, then ab is equal to what? Okay, so let's solve for the product. So here, the given is the sum of a and b is equal to 7, and then the square of the sum of a and b is equal to 25. Then what is the product of a and b? So let's solve it like this. Okay, so of course, we have the given, we have our given, which is a plus b is equal to 7. And then the other one is a squared plus b squared is equal to 25. Now, if we want to solve for a, of course, it will be like this. So if we want to solve for a, we can just transpose. So a plus b equals 7. We can just transpose b on the other side. So now you have a is equal to b, or 7 minus b, sorry for that. So we have 7 minus b. So that is if you want to solve for b in terms of a. Now, what if you want to solve for b in terms of a? If you want to solve for b in terms of a, it will be 7 minus a. It's either one of these will be our item to substitute in this problem. So in the second equation. So we have two equations. Okay, this is our first equation, and this is our second equation. Now let us use this one. A is equal to 7 minus b. So now after that, what do? We will substitute that here. So instead of writing a squared, we will plug in 7 minus b because the value of a is 7 minus b. So we have here 7 minus b square is plus b square is equal to 25. So what we did is that I used the first value that we have. If we want to solve for b in terms of a, then we will use this first value. All right. Now, so after that, of course, we will apply here in this equation that we have. We will apply squaring of binomial. So 7 squared is 49, and then we have twice the product of the first and the second, so it will be negative 14b. And then, of course, square the first term, which is, or the last term, which is negative b square. So it's inside the parentheses, so it will be positive b. And then plus b squared is equal to 25. Now, combine all the like terms. So here, we have like terms. So we have b squared plus b squared. So we have 14b, and then b squared plus b squared, it's going to be plus 2b squared is equal to 25. Now, at this point, we can rearrange the equation. So, of course, we have 2b squared minus 14b and then plus 49. And then, we can transpose this one on the other side. So, when we transpose that on the other side, it becomes negative. Then, it will be equal to 0. So, since we transpose 25 on the other side, so the right-hand side of the equation becomes 0 here. Okay, now let's simplify. So we have 2b squared minus 14b plus 49 minus 25 is 24 is equal to 0. So let's just move this one a little bit. Now, as we can see, all the terms is divisible, or all the terms are divisible by 2. So let's divide. So dividing by 2, what happened? 2b squared divided by 2. So we cancel that. So we have b squared. And then negative 14 divided by 2 is negative 7b. And then 24 divided by 2 is positive 12 is equal to 0. Now, after that, I think we can use factoring. So, what are the factors of 12 that gives us negative 7? And the factor will be b minus 3 and then b minus 4. And both of these factors will be equated to 0. Now, after that, of course, to solve for the value of b, we equate both of these factors to 0. So it's either the first value of b is positive 3 and the second value of b is positive 4. So now, going back, so we now have the values. Take note, the values are 3 and 4. Now, if we solve for a, using this, we have a is equal to 7 minus b. So 7 minus 3. So meaning our a should be what? So our a should now be 7 minus 3. So a is 4. And then if we solve for b in terms of a, so of course, so since we have 4 as our a, so b is equal to 7 minus 4, so b is equal to 3. Now, so that is if we use the first value that we have. What if we use 4? So if we solve for a, if the value b is 4, so 7 minus 4 is 3. So a is 3. And then if we solve for b when a is 3, and of course b is equal to 4. Now, going back to the problem that we have a while ago, we are to solve for the product of a and b. Of course, since we have now the value of a and b, what are the values of a and b? We have 4 and 3. When we multiply them, a times b, which is 4 times 3, the answer that we are looking for is 12, which is this. Okay? And I think we have solved the problem and we are done.